Okay, so this is another M14 draft. I'm going to just attempt maybe different draft strategies in this draft just to see what else is playable. I think here the pick then is going to be between Young Pyromancer and Corrupt. Yeah, it's definitely going to be one of these two cards. I think I'm probably going to take Corrupt here instead of trying to make Young Pyromancer work. Well, they're saying that. Yeah, I think I'm going to take the Corrupt here instead of trying to force Young Pyromancer. Um, Although I am tempted to try to force him, but yeah, I think Corrupt is definitely the pick here. Okay, well we've got a few options here. We have Blightcaster, which is solid in mainly black-white or black-blue. Then Megantic Sliver if you're attempting to force the Sliver deck, and then you have two solid blue cards as well. Um, hmm. So a common was taken. Um, it could be a claustrophobia, could be actually it could be any number of things. So hmm. I think at this point, I think I just want to stay in color and take the Blightcaster. Um, yeah, I think I want to commit to black in this draft, and I want to wait a little bit to see if we can pick up any better signals. Um, because yeah, there's any number of blue commons could have been taken over these cards, and yeah, I think Blightcaster is what I'm going to stick with here. Okay, so yeah, so the options then are Tenacious Dead, Ring Flesh, Elvish Mystic, which I think the green is probably the strongest in this pack. Um, but I think I'm going to take the Tenacious Dead, mainly because of the combo potential it has with quite a lot of the black cards. Um, and yeah, I think I'm probably going to take the Dead here. It keeps me in black, and it has quite a lot of potential with some of the cards I'm going to be drafting later. Um, Otherwise, I think the pick would probably be either Deadly Recluse or Elvish Mystic and go into green, but I'm happy with just taking the Tenacious Dead here. Okay, so no strong options here. I think the best card is probably Master of Diversion. I don't think this is a deck that's going to want to be aggressive, so I don't think Master of Diversion is the pick here. Um, Unless I get copies of Pacifism and Quag Sicknesses, and then use this as an aggressive spell. So yeah, it's between Master of Diversion and I think Sensory Deprivation is probably the best of these blue cards. And there's also the Minotaur Abomination, which I'm told is pretty good. So I think I'm going to take the Sensory Deprivation here, and I am going to draft blue, mainly because of its interaction with our Blightcaster. I think that card is probably just the strongest card in this pack. Here then, well, we did get a Pacifism. I think I am going to respect this signal. I think the Master of Diversion, I don't think it was a very strong signal to be in white, but I think this is probably a confirmation here that white is the color we want to be in. So I'm going to take this fifth pick Pacifism and look to draft the white-black aura deck. Okay, and again I'm going to follow up that white pick with an Auramancer, which again is going to fit into I think the strategy we're going to draft, which is going to be the aura build. Okay, here then the options are the Child of Night, the Wall of Swords, and the Nightwing Shade. I I think the best card in this pack is either going to be Wall of Swords or Nightwing Shade. I think we're looking to be drafting a fairly mid-range value deck, and so I think I want to take the Wall of Swords here. I think it's probably slightly controversial in that I think Nightwing Shade objectively is better, but I have a feeling in this format Wall of Swords is a lot better than it would normally be. Here I'm just going to take Altar's Reap. I don't think we've got any. Well, I guess we've got humans in terms of Door of Destiny, but I don't think we're going to really be looking to draft a Door of Destiny human deck. So I think Altar's Reap is going to be the pick here. Yeah. Okay. Nothing for us here, but this negate is fairly late, so we're just going to eat this up. Naturalize probably also an option, but I think I'm more inclined to hate draft the negate than the naturalize. Here, quite a late advocate of the beast, but I think here I'm going to take. I'm probably going to take the second Wall of Swords and look to draft a very defensive deck that tries to eke out value with auras. So, yeah, I think that's probably what I'm going to take here. And I think Mind Rot over Hive Stirrings is probably better. And here I'm going to take, I think, the Staff of the Sun Magus. And again, another one. Actually, I wonder. I'm just occurred to me that it would be possible to draft a mono white Staff of the Sun Magus Angelic Accord deck, and that probably wouldn't be. No, I think that probably would be terrible, but it sounds quite interesting. Yeah, I think we can probably take out the blue at this point and just focus on these cards. Okay, so we've got a Ratchet Bomb, a Master of Diversion, and very little else. Actually, I want to show the blue again. I mean, I'm not sure that we're exactly committed to white just because of the pacifism, but I think it does mean that we are going to be getting good white in pack 3. It's going to be, I think, between Master of Diversion and Ratchet Bomb. I think I'm probably inclined here to take. Well, actually, I don't know. I think I'd normally be inclined to take the Ratchet Bomb here, but I think I'm going to try. Or am I? Sorry, I'm just debating this pick. Yeah, I think I'm going to take the Master of Diversion here, on the off chance that we do go slightly more aggressive. I think this is probably the strongest of these two cards. Yeah, so Master of Diversion is what we have. This is quite an interesting pick here. I've never played Fiendslayer Paladin, so I'm not sure exactly how good he is. But I don't think he is. I mean, obviously he's a good card, but I don't think he's a windmill slam. Senghe Vampire also pretty good, but I think we're just going to take the pacifism. I don't think that's going to table. I don't think white is that underdrafted at this table. So we are going to take the pacifism, and hopefully we might get Mark of the Vampire to come back around. Okay, so oh, Quicken. Again, unfortunately, we've already committed to white black. Although I guess no chance to Quicken here. But we're passing it forth, so I think that's a pretty strong blue signal. Here, I think I'm going to take the Angelic Accord. Yeah, I think I want to draft the Angelic Accord in this slot, and look to also possibly go slightly more towards life gain cards, for no other reason than it seems fun, and I'm inclined at the moment to try new things. I think probably what I would normally pick would probably either be the Corpse Hauler or the Vampire Warlord. But I think, yeah, I think this looks pretty fun. Oh, okay. So, just a quick story. Um, I this is the card I'm drafting. It's not even close. Um, this is my favorite card in the format. Unfortunately, I've received it in pack 2, so I can't sculpt my deck around it to quite the extent that I normally do. But yeah, Rise of the Dark Realms is by far my favorite card in M14, and I enjoy building decks towards casting this on turn 9 plus. So yeah, this is what I'm taking. Here then, I think I may take the Stonehorn Chanter. This is another card that's going to trigger the Accord. Oh, and we've got another one, so I think that's going to make our life gain cards, or drafting life gain cards, fairly high, like Solemn Offering. Yeah, it's a pity that Divine Favor doesn't gain you 4 life and only gains you 3. So Solemn Offering is what we're going to be taking here. And I'm just debating whether or not Sun Magus and Death Magus staffs with double Angelic Accord would be worth playing. I don't think it would be, but I do like the idea. But yeah, we're going to take the Sentinel. We do kind of need normal creatures to pad out the deck instead of just spamming the strange cards. So yeah. And we got the Elixir of Immortality back. This is going in the deck. Wow, Time Ebb quite late there. Okay, and 4 to 5 versus Soul Mender. At this point we've only got 18 creatures. I think maybe we're going to draft the Soul Mender on the just on its potential. I think I don't think 4 to 5 is going to be very useful in this particular deck. And we're going to get the Dawnstrike Paladin and the Pay No Heed, which I think is an underrated trick, and Soul Mender again, and the Suntail Hawk, and the Land. So yeah, quite an interesting draft. I'm just debating here. I guess we could potentially go even into mono white. We are slowly getting to the mono white stage. The mono white Angelic Accord deck with double staff of the Sun Magus. We'll see how it goes, but I guess that might sound quite interesting. Right, and we're going to take the Serra Angel here. It doesn't really fit with our general plan, but it's still an angel, and pretty good one at that. Yeah, Serra Angel over everything else in this pack. I think it's between, or it's definitely between Duress and Deathgaze Cockatrice. Yeah, I think we are going to take the Cockatrice here. Although Duress, I suppose... I suppose if we do go... No, if we do go black, we already have Mind Rot. I think Mind Rot and Duress, they're not incredibly similar, but they do fill similar roles in the slots you want to fill them. So, or the slots you want to put them in. We're going to take the Deathgaze Cockatrice here. Right, there's nothing that we really want here. I'm going to take the Child of Night again, another card that's going to interact with our Angelic Sword. Sorry, our Angelic Accord. Yeah, that's pretty much the only reason I'm drafting this card at the moment, is just to spam lifelink. Yeah, I don't think we're going to go mono white. I think white-black lifelink / Rise of the Dark Realms .deck is where I want to be. I'm going to take the Diabolic Tutor here, just as a way of, I guess, smoothing out the the ridiculous stuff that we've drafted. Right, so again, nothing really that we want here. Let's just check our code. Okay, sorry about that, we just had a small problem with the recording. In the previous pick I did take the Griffin Sentinel to shore up the defensive side, and here we've opened Congregate, which I think is going to fit right into the janky life gain plan. So yeah, we're going to take the Congregate here. Here, that's an incredibly late Chandra's Outrage. I'm not sure we're going to take. I'm not sure that we're going to take Hive Offerings here. I don't think really it does all that much. Yeah, Mind Rot again is a card I'm going to take here on the off chance that we do play against one of the blue control decks. I don't think that this is going to match up very well against blue decks, and I think maybe Mind Rot can help in that particular matchup. Here then we're going to draft another Child of Night, and between Sentinel Sliver and Fortify, I think we're probably going to draft Fortify here, on the off chance that it's going to allow us to trigger with Child of Night and Dawnstrike Paladin. Yeah, I think Fortify is going to be the pick here over Sentinel Sliver. I think we're fine with 2/2 drops and the Tenacious Dead. Yeah, we got the Duress back, which was quite pleasing. I think we're going to take the second Author's Reap over the Angelic Wall. Although saying that, no, I think maybe the Angelic Wall is probably going to be more useful. I'm not sure we're going to play 2 Author's Reap. Yeah, Angelic Wall is probably the pick. And Negate, and oh, very late pick, Rod of Ruin, and Encroaching Wastes. And yeah, so that's our deck for the moment. Kind of unfortunate that we didn't get any Quag Sicknesses, only got 2 pacifisms, especially Quag Sickness. That was quite disappointing that we didn't draft, or we didn't get an opportunity to see any of the Quag Sicknesses. Still, I mean, it's not terrible. Right, okay, so I'm going to start out with white first to see how many cards we would be off starting in a mono white deck. I'm going to include the Solemn Offering. I don't think Naturalize effects are bad in this format, and I think it's going to interact well with Angelic Accord. And I'm not really sure about the Master Diversion, but we're going to put him in anyway for the moment. I think we're probably going to play Pay No Heed. Well, that's going to go over here. Elixir of Immortality is going to go in the deck. So, yeah, I think if we were so inclined, I think we could get away with playing mono white in this deck. Yeah, so I guess if we were to play mono white, I think it would look something like this. I don't think it would look... Yeah, it looks pretty bad, really. Yeah, that's that looks pretty grim. And then if we were to move it back and just then instead of that, if we were to play black, I think the Shards of Night would come in, the Blightcaster would come in, probably the Rise of the Dark Realms, the Diabolic Tutor, probably the Deathgate's Cockatrice, and just Corrupt to get as well. So I think that would be the what we'd be playing with black. Yes, I think what we're really looking at here is I think the main reason I want to play white is to be able to use Staff of the Sun Magus. Yeah, I think maybe the black is just better. So yeah, we're gonna keep this. I think I'd like to try to get either Duress or Mind Rot into this deck. I think maybe in place of the Master of Diversion, which is not really something that we're looking to do in this deck. Yeah, I don't think there's nothing we're going to want to tap down to get in, so I think probably then Mind Rot over Master, or Mind Rot or Duress. I think probably Duress is what we want in this deck. Yeah, okay, I think I'm gonna stick with that. Gonna stick with this. Okay, right. Yeah, 10-7. 10-7 I think seems reasonable. Okay. Right, we're gonna stick with this then. Let's see how it goes.